Is it working? Yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay. Post Show Podcast. On the recap, with me is Bash and Junko Jirota. Also, if there's anyone still left watching on Twitch, we'll be able to toss people in for like a one shot, either or. I don't know. Anyway, we got Savage Saturday. We'll kick things off. First things first. Thank you, Jim, for putting a bulk of the show together and then doing commentary. Shout out to Brian Jordan as well for the commentary. Shout out to Boo for doing a lot of annoying video work and some artistic shit on the side. And shout out to everybody who participated in this event. So first things first, I guess we'll do I'll say hello, I guess. Fucking Junkie and Jim.
Hi.
There you go.
Happy Saturday. Happy Savage Saturday.
Yeah, good evening.
Happy Savage Saturday is crazy. So yeah. So take us away. Okay, so thanks for that. So I guess the first we have the intro. Any thoughts on the intro? Just it's only 2 people, so just go for it.
Yeah, the intro was really cool. I love the kind of like Grand Theft Auto, like Miami, like Vice City feel to it, if you know what I mean. Like, for me, being like I'm from Miami, so like that kind of hit home for me personally, and was really cool.
Junkie?
Yes, I do like the UE aesthetic. It was amazing. Just paying tribute to Underground Elite is just amazing.
The
Joe
UE.
Deaver, what up?
the UE is.
UE aesthetic. Joe Deaver.
Shout out to Joe Deaver, but not really. All right, so we have looks like the first match on the docket is the steel cage match. We'll start with Jim and then Junko. Go for it.
The start was abrupt. That caught me off guard on commentary. You know, like the Beatrix entrance, we were doing our thing, and then bam, here's Lotus Flojo, and I was like, oh shit, that was quick. So it was a nice way to start a match. You know, they got the cage down, the whole entire thing. I enjoyed the package, the hype package as well. We'll just kind of just plump everything here together. It really illustrated what the feud was and where these two women have been coming from and both of their different perspectives on everything. So that's always helpful. Like if you hadn't watched an OCW show or were like not as up to date, you would understand why this match was occurring. So that's always wonderful. The match itself, like I said, very back and forth. I enjoyed how back and forth it was. I felt like there were some awkward moments in there where they like didn't quite know what to do with each other because there was like some dodging around and stuff like that. But I loved the whole use of the cage. Both of them use the cage a lot. If you're going to do that type of match, you might as well throw someone into the cage and make it work. You know, and then getting to the end there with the Mark of the Covenant that came from Beatrix. I think this is a big win for Beatrix, the character. Kind of raises her profile. It's already been pretty high already. But, you know, big win over Lotus Flojo, who is someone who we all know can go. So you're up, Junkie.
Yeah, I enjoyed the overall program. I said that after the match. I think what was really good about it is we got a bit of an increase in terms of the layers to what Flojo is in terms of the character. So, and you also saw it too later on when she kind of crashed out and left the building. So that's what I've appreciated the most out of it. Again, shout out to both handlers in terms of really focusing on that. The wrestling, obviously, they can both go, so I'm not surprised. The match was amazing. I wish they would jump out the cage and kill each other, but hey, that's just me. But yeah, overall, I thoroughly enjoyed. I think they both. I don't think there was necessarily a loser in this feud per se, just based on how good the story was. I'm curious to see which direction they go. Does Beatrix go after our queen? Does Flojo? What does Flojo do? Interesting. Yeah, Flojo can really go any place. I do love the fact that she became a heel. I think heel is the way to go for her. We'll see what happens.
Well, Flojo's getting suspended for putting her hands on a fucking.
She does.
Like I don't just stop touching people.
Who's that loser? Who's that loser anyway?
I don't know, but he has a nice haircut, so don't touch people who don't want to be touched, I suppose. All right, we have. Oh, let's see what the hell this thingy thing goes. Boom, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we have the Marissa Tammy segment. Funny segment. The thumbnail for it made me pop, so that's really all I have to say about that. Marissa's a bully, and what are you gonna do, right? Also, speaking of bully, that's what I'm talking about right there. And you see the image when she looks at her. Speaking of bully, please fix your rendering sizes, y'all. I put it this way: the final product of the 22 plus videos for Savage Saturday came out to roughly. I'll tell you right now, it wasn't that crazy size. Matter of fact, it is wrong place. Okay, it is with 20. Let me see. Sorry, fucking clicking. Okay, it is the final size for 26 videos in the Savage Saturday folder after being fixed is 7.59 gigs, which is nothing. Now the matches alone, the raw matches, came out to fucking 15 gigs. Please, guys, come on. Get with the program. Anyway, thoughts on the Marissa segment?
Hilarious that she made Tammy wear like a bag on her head. I mean, the whole thing there is funny. I don't know how they're like going to continue that. Other than that, I mean, it's just Marissa being Marissa. There's not really much to say about it.
Gooch says Junko and Jimmy sound alike. Junkie, your thoughts on that end of the segment?
Do we sound alike? It sounds racist. I'm just playing.
Might be racist. Gooch has been known to be on the racial side.
Typical American geisha doing American geisha things, you know, just treating all of her allies like complete garbage. Nothing new here. Hopefully I see Tammy drop her on her head one day, but that's just like far down the line. But yeah, not surprised.
Hopefully they scrape something over her fucking face. We can talk about the sitting in the car horse shit when it actually becomes pertinent. What else we got? We have, what is this? Oh, this is it. Oh, the limo. Next up, oh yeah, we have Paul Pugh versus Trey Golden. So I was doing a lot of different shit during the pay-per-view, so I didn't catch everything, but this one I dialed into because I was interested to see what the fuck happened. I enjoyed the match, but there was obviously a lot of FPR related chicanery. Thankfully, it didn't impede on the match itself, but shout out to Relics, I suppose. Interesting to see what Trey's going to do with this, because the whole point of this was, you know, prove to me that you're not a fucking bum, and Trey did not prove that. So it's going to be, maybe he crashes out, maybe Hurricane Trey is brought down to a tropical storm Trey. I don't know. Should be interesting to see. But
it's tropical depression Trey at this point.
Yeah, and so we'll see what's up with that. Pew did pretty fucking, you know, whatever. Good. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what you expect. I think is he? I don't know if he's undefeated or not. Someone could look that up. I don't care. So we'll take it to Junko and then Jim. Any thoughts? Oh.
Yeah, it was, again, we all predicted this. It was either Pew was gonna dominate him like the veteran that he is, or it was gonna be Hurricane Trey running wild in October. But I mean, the FPR stuff really, again, that I don't necessarily care about that stuff too much, besides the finisher rule. So everything else is just it is.
Wait, you don't care about FPR?
I care about FPR, but like I'm saying, like as a watcher, I'm not looking out for FPR and like, okay, you know what, like harping on it. If the match is entertaining, which it was, that's all I really care about. I'll let the rest of you cretins go crazy when it comes to the rules.
My man said cretins is crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Trey does. I hope he doesn't let go of this heat, which he has a tendency to do. But I believe in him. I think he'll make good of proving Paul Pugh wrong. Pugh's amazing. Like I think this is one of the greatest relics here in terms of just overall body of work, just overall like the storytelling. I thoroughly enjoyed the TikTok stuff and like the social media stuff and just talking shit. That was like the best part of this whole programming, and then them working us about right after Certified Greatness. Those are like the highlights of this program. But this program was amazing, top to bottom.
Jake,
proud for this one.
Jake Allen says this is why Iceman had to leave the rules of Vanguards. That's fucked. That's an old. That's an old reference, dated if you will. Crazy. Jim, your thoughts?
Look, I like Junkie said, this was Trey's opportunity. I think Trey needs to get in the performance center, to be honest with you, or the combat center. I'm sorry.
Oh snap!
And work himself out. Kind of get back to the basics a little bit. Because right now what he's doing ain't working. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's like when people go through a rut in life, you got to like, make some changes. So like it's time for Mr. Trey Golden to make some changes and maybe start with his, lazy attitude or lazy-daxical attitude, I guess I would use the word, right? Kind of like, and rather than caring what people say about, the character and stuff like that, it's time to like make the character impactful. That's what I feel like about that. Now the match itself, obviously there were FPR breaks, which was extremely disappointing overall. I can see the kick up thing being like an accidental button thing, whatever. But like, don't move. Just take the diving move and move on with the rest of the match. Don't try and avoid or anything like that. So look, I hope that Trey picks himself up and does something with this and turns this into fuel, right? In order to spite fuels is the fuel of OCW, and it's the reason it's still here, as Jay has said many times. So take that spite, use it as fuel. Bro, we already did that, Eddie. Relax. You've seen that already.
What did Eddie say? What the fuck?
Bash versus Trey. You've seen that already. Like, no.
Oh, he's on Discord. Is that what he's on?
But he'll find it. I'm hopeful he finds his way. Trey Rob is a good dude. Consistency needs to be there, and if he can put in a little bit of a consistent run here, he can build off of this, right? A loss is not the end of the world. He just needs to build off of it and bring some type of story element that's going to make this work.
First of all, where did Jim get these balls from? Interesting. The only other thing I'll add to this is there's a conversation Jake also says FPR was not the biggest problem. The problem was they claimed to have known they were FPR breaks and still didn't get the give back. Yeah, the give back is very important. A lot of times, because a lot of matches aren't perfect, but when they're not perfect and you whatever, you just like Steven did it. I think maybe last week or whatever. Yeah, it was last week. No, the week whatever. We're a week ahead or behind. It doesn't matter. But against Sheldon, where he used the fucking kip up bullshit, but he was past the threshold. So rather than attack, he just kind of stood there concussed and kind of like a hard reset. Like if you fucked up and you give it back, no one gives a shit. No one really gives a shit now. Just be mindful. On a pay-per-view is kind of annoying, but like again, what the fuck are you gonna do, right? It's no stakes in this match. It's just a pride, if you will. My only other concern actually is a discussion that it's not to sidetrack, but this didn't have a hype package. So like I'm not putting the onus on anybody, but the question I have is, do you think a pay-per-view, like if you're on pay-per-view, your match deserves a hype package?
I have said this all along since I've been on the podcast, and I've been shot by people for saying this. If you get a pay-per-view slot in OCW, between the two of you, you should be able to come up with some type of hype video. Okay. Now I've been yelled at, and people will say, "Oh, this is ruining. I don't want to add extra work to my hobby. I want to have fun." Well, I feel like there's a certain level of requirement. And you, Jay, did everybody a solid by running a second event, even in order to make sure everyone's stories got told and all of that stuff. At least if you get the opportunity, put something. It does not have to be a 5-minute Picasso masterpiece or whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be that. But like at least I'll give you an example. Like the technical aspect of it may have not been the best, but at least like Omen and Scotty had a hype package, right? They tried. The effort has to be there. Like, if the execution isn't there, that's a whole nother conversation, and you can work to get better. But if it's not there, no effort means nothing at this point. So that's my stance on that always.
So if Junkie has an opinion, I'll chime in. You can chime in right after this. But my take on it is like, see, I saw this twice today because I broached the subject before. So I think Shay said, what is it? Some matches don't need hype packages. So it's not necessarily need. I think Jake said it, like deserves. I can understand from a video standpoint if it might not be your like forte or whatever, but at the simplest thing, you don't have to do a Broadway production. You literally basically most of y'all, the OCWFED community that is, like, let's say you have 5 weeks for the pay-per-view. Between those 5 weeks, most people usually have segments that they've done. Like whether it's a little face-off or whatever, they have segments. You really just need to kind of take what you did those past few weeks and give it about a minute with some tunes, and you're kind of good. Like you can do it paint by numbers if you really, 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 really wanted to. So I don't know. It's a weird take. Like I'm not gonna get into the weeds about it, but I don't know. It's kind of because the thing is, you can easily go because remember I've been here for 21 stupid years. We have it good now, but there was a time when you maybe get one, and it would be like a random match. It wouldn't even be like the main event because there's a good way to shift from like an apathy to a necessity. So take that with what you will, Junkie. Do you have anything to add on this? Expound, if you will.
I'm kind of like in the middle, so I kind of agree with Faye.
No, you're offensive to like Max. Sorry.
Not everyone. Yeah, I kind of explain that's what happens when we feud. It's good because if you missed shows and you don't really understand the magnitude of the feud, sometimes it's good to have a little recap. But like for example, like Rex's feud with Feud, that whole package was amazing if you weren't really watching the show every week because you found out everything. He also went back to the past as well too, so that was really good. It doesn't. Oh, I kind of agree. It doesn't like Scotty and Omen had one because again they're not always on TV every week, so it makes perfect sense. I think like it really all depends on like the stakes and like telling a story. It's not 100% necessary. I agree. These two probably should have had one because they're essentially relics. So it makes sense, and they're also not on TV every week as often as opposed to the other people that are here. So it would have made a little bit sense just for it. I think you just have to kind of think about the audience and what the audience may not know or may not understand, or they may miss stuff as well too. So
yeah,
that's just my take. Yeah, nothing crazy. Not a death sentence.
Fair enough. Moving right along. Like I said, my thing is like just fucking. I rather everyone at least attempt. Doesn't have to be fucking amazing. Then it starts with like one, then two, and the next thing you know, it's like and then you have like one just one period, or like just Jake doing it, or just shit like that. But I digress. Because we got Razor's promo that had to be fixed a couple times. Jim, thoughts? Razor's promo?
I love him being in front of the Kaseya Center. I'm a Miami Heat fan, obviously, so like
love him being gigantic.
I identify with all of that. Yeah, he was gigantic. You kind of got to scale yourself down a little bit there. First of all, it's the same thing as always. Like we got rookie content on a pay-per-view, so that's always a win.
Yep.
And it's not even driven by like another handler or anything like that. It was his content. So anything he does, like Razor's trying to kind of iron out the rough edges of his character, get better at the game. Razor, if you're listening, I really think he as a handler has a lot of potential for OCW. Is like creativity and all of this stuff. There's some things, like I said, the wrinkles have got to get ironed out. But overall, like he's a promising rookie to me. So like, don't get gassed up because I said that. Rather, the work's got to be put in. But like the whole, I personally think that it's good stuff. I guess the content of it doesn't matter as much to me as much as the effort did.
Junkie.
What I like about him is just talking to him, or having like a little conversation after our rookie debut like a few weeks ago. He gets OCW. That's the best part about it, right? I don't necessarily think I like the fact that he asks a lot of questions in Discord. He takes criticism very well as well too. I love the fact that he was generally perplexed about like the rookie pyro, but he gets it. Like he's a sponge. The sky's the limit for him. I love the character overall. It's very compelling. It's definitely something we do not have in terms of the whole like anime. It's hard for me. I have a hard time reading him, but I think he's done that on purpose. So it's pretty interesting. I was laughing at this part where he was standing in front of the Kasei Center. I'm like, yo, imagine just being like a random employee and you see some hooded masked man just standing there just like talking to himself. But yeah, he's good. I think he's got endless amounts of potential in terms of what it is that he wants to do. I agree. He just got to wrinkle out like the production stuff, but the fact that he's a sponge and he responds well, I think he'll be fine.
Another day, another dollar. Moving right along. We have the video. Oh, actually, the video for the radio segment between Devon and Ryvon. I enjoyed the segment. My only complaint boils down to Devon Flash's cadence. It is, I don't know if it's Dev's voice or what it is. The cadence is, Jim, You like to
It's very nonchalant. Is the
not? It's not even
terminology.
nonchalant. I don't. There's a word that I can't think of because English is my second language. Anyway, other than that, it's a good.
Monotone.
There you go. Thank you. Love it. Jamaican Jake from
Bumba
Toronto. Bumba clot, ras clot, pussy clot. Miss say. Anyway, no, it was. I enjoyed it. A lengthy promo, but the show wasn't super long. So if the show's not super long and you have a lengthy promo, then that's fine. Makes sense. It's a good story. Good stakes. Very excited. So yeah, that's basically. I don't know. Like I always have a lot to say, but then once we get here, it goes blank. I don't care. I'm hungry. Brain doesn't work. Jim, you're up. Then Junko.
This feels very much like in terms of that, and it was a nice package they put together. You know, in terms of this segment, and it sold the match, the Hell in a Cell match that they're going to have in Summerside, which was the overall point. I think what I took away from this the most though is like for me, this is Devin Flash's moment to ascend. Hell in a Cell at Summerside was just like basically like third season here. Like we've been here about the same amount of time, right? It's this is the moment for him, right? So I think that all of this was really catered around him having this big moment. We're gonna see what happens inside.
Junkie.
This is a good. This kind of needed to happen in terms of like the feud and the real estate in the feud. They kind of needed to have kind of like a sit down. I love the DJ guy. The DJ guy was kind of on the show. Just the little line, the one liners and stuff like that. I love the presentation as well too. Overall, with the whole record, like it's simple, but it makes it work. It looks like it's like a phone turned sideways. It looks cool. I love the dichotomy between the two in terms of like just talking about Mass Effect and then just talking about like the differences in personalities between Ryvon versus Devin. I agree with the voice. I don't know if it's necessarily just the voice that he chose and how 11 Labs like projects it out. You can the AI will pick on a little bit of cadence, so I do agree. I think he could have a little bit more attitude in his voice, but again, I'm not going to knock it too tough. It may just be the voice that he chose and the way the AI replicated the voice, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I agree in terms of, yeah, I agree, Jake. Yeah, I think everybody, if you're going to do AI, just do voice to voice. However cadence you want it, the AI will pick it up. Like you see it with Junko all the time. Like there's a bit of cadence, it's not so monotone and robotic-y. But yeah, I think especially Devin and his character and the direction he's going, I think you kind of gotta, especially if you're gonna be a heel, you kind of gotta do the voice just to get it off and be cool and be fun and creative, just like Jake said. But this segment, I think this has like been one of my favorite foods like overall. I think what happens next week is going to be really interesting in terms of who comes out, what direction each character goes, or whatever. I am rooting for Devin. I do think Devin has MVP potential for the season. But yeah, good stuff overall. I think this was probably my segment of the night.
Okay, nice. So this video is long, so I could probably whatever. Do you guys do? Actually, I should even broach the question and I know the answer. Do people want tea on the whole Devin situation or?
Yeah,
You know it.
always.
Fucking nasty
Sure.
word. Okay, so it's nothing bad, but okay, so essentially, their match is a Hell in a Cell, but originally I do believe, it was penciled well, internally in them or Devin rather, it was penciled in as a underground match. So here's the rub. So initially, 3 matches, because you guys know there was like 20 something matches for the between the that's we split. Anyway, 3
Yep.
matches, Summerside and Savage, like three from that group of matches, kind of were referring to underground. So what I had said initially to people is, if you have an idea for a stipulation, right, get it to my brain ASAP Rocky so that I can pencil it in. Because if I don't, you're probably not, you're going to have to like, whatever. Anyway, long story short, yeah. So Jake saying Beatrix and Phil are supposed to be underground as well. And so was Baker and Gonzalo was also underground as well. So that's 3 matches. Anyway, long story short, I basically Baker and Gonzalo got it. And then, I was trying to figure out, are they sure they wanted it? And then they provided, good evidence from the point that whatever. Long story short, they did that. So then I spoke to Devin, and Devin was fine. Devin was like, all right, we'll pivot. He's like, I thought I told you. Like, no, you didn't. He didn't mention it. So it was internally. But in my head, I'm like, well, remember, Ryvon's doing the underground fighting thing. But again, you also have fucking Beatrix, and you also have Baker. So everybody has their own little road to that specific match type. So he neglected that. So on the Discord, I posted something regarding Stips right after I spoke to him. So when he saw that, he assumed incorrectly that I was whatever on him, and he got upset about it. So immediately I said, "Hey man, what's up?" And then he explained what happened. I was like, I wasn't really talking about you. He's like, oh fuck. I'm like, yep. He's like, I'm a fucking baby, aren't I? I'm like, I mean, no, but so it's stupid. So I was like, you know what? Since you left, do something with it so that like, fuck it, show hype or whatever. Nothing takes 2 seconds. Like you could like literally just fucking speak. It's not difficult. Speak your piece. It's fine. Like the worst that could happen is no, or you get told go fuck yourself. But yeah, no, it worked out in my opinion because they pivoted accordingly and we got a little bullshit moment out of it. So it was fun stuff. See, not super dramatic, but I always find it hilarious. He's like, I got in my feelings. He's like, I got in my feelings. I'm like, you shouldn't have. He's like, thanks for talking to me. I'm like, yep. It's not evil. It's not. I mean, I'm not evil. Just take 2 fucking seconds and say something. But yeah, no. He was more mad at himself because he didn't he thought he said it, but he didn't. But it's like, it's not a serious deal. But again, when it comes to Stips, like if you have an idea in mind, mention it, you'll pencil it in. If it doesn't change, you got it. If it changes, you fucking pivot, you switch around. It's not a big deal. Easy peasy. So we got a Hell in a Cell match out of this. I'm interested to see where it said the whole crux is like Jim and Junko said it. This is like Devin's moment. But just as easily, this isn't scripted. It's competitive. So just as easily, Ryvon could beat the fuck out of Devin because Devin is known to panic in high stress situations. So we'll see what happens. And I'm looking forward to this match. It's one of my more anticipated matches for the summer side. I was gonna say Savage Saturday for summer side.
Yeah,
So,
this is definitely it's interesting the parallels between the Pivot and Mass Effect just overall in terms of the fact that they've broken up now and they're feuding and big stakes are for each situation. So that's what's really riveting about these two situations or these two specific feuds. But again, I agree. I know we've been gassing up Devin a lot, but yeah, same thing for Riot. Riot could really take this and fucking go straight for a title right after. So again, it's an amazing opportunity for both individuals.
Jake said it best. Devin's passionate, cares about his work. Sometimes it leads to miscommunication. He and I have been into it too. He's a good dude. That's the other reason too. He's a genuinely like I don't know how to put it one more time. Well, I'm gonna have to put him over. Like he's genuinely like what's it called? A stand-up guy. Like shit behind the scenes shit. He's a that is a very, very rare commodity. I'm sorry to say that. He is a stand-up motherfucker. So like immediately if there's any issue, like what's up? Let's work this out. Cause he's not selfish. That's a very important thing to have. He's not.
Humans being human.
Yeah, he's a fucking stand-up guy. Yeah. Cannot stress that enough. We need more stand-up motherfuckers. Anyway, fuck him. He called me bold. Yeah. Moving on. What do we got?
Also, before we go, I love his feud with you. His little mini feud with you.
Yeah, no, I was like.
Yeah, I love that shit. I love like the little mini feuds and stuff like that. I think that's really good.
Yeah, I work with whoever just to make my life difficult. But yeah, it's funny. Fuck him. I'll fight him too. I ain't scared of his ass.
No, you won't.
Shut up. Don't start your shit. Anyway, speaking of starting shit, we have the Crucible, aka the Underground, aka the most hotly contested fucking whatever match type. The match is very sports entertaining. My only concern was again, this one needed a hype package, so fucking figure it out. The work leading up to it was good. The match itself was fun. I liked it a lot. My only producer note is like if it's supposed to be like underground, I mean like you can go out every now and again, but just fucking stay in the square thing and fight whatever the fuck. Yeah, fucking like it's fun. It's very fun to see. I enjoyed this match a lot. The finish was kind of crazy. Gonzalo walking out in draws to fight is also kind of crazy. So that's I don't know what to say about that. My man showed up in fucking underoos to do battle. Good shit. I will say this after watching the how the underground works. What plagiarism? It's called underground on the fucking game. Like what are you saying? Plagiarism? What are you talking about? Is he talking about what underground or what the Crucible?
No, it
Oh
was
wait.
Crucible, yeah.
Oh shit! I thought that was there. Oh no. Yeah. Yo, I thought that Crucible was their idea. My bad. You get no royalties. There's the sensational state. Eat a dick. You're not even here to talk, so you can't say shit.
Yeah, get your ass up here and chat.
Nah,
You
fuck
fuck
him.
about me.
We're not gonna be in like 19 hours. We're making good time. We're not gonna fucking ruin that. Anyway, so yeah, stay in the ring a little bit more. I do like the concept of an actual underground-ish pay-per-view or event of some sort. I wouldn't mind the drunk Rex and a drunker Jake just yelling for maybe an hour and 45 minutes while people flop around and be stupid and on the ground. I don't know. I just nominated Jake because fuck him. Yeah, so good shit. We'll take it to Jim and then Junko.
I enjoyed the underground match. I feel like Baker's put in a little bit of time in terms of getting better at the game and kind of some of the mechanics and stuff like that. And it showed up a little bit, and they were able to have an entertaining match. And that's a testament to them. They made this feud, seem important, which was a good thing. To me, it became more and more important as it went along. I wish they had a hype package, but we've already done that spiel, so I won't elaborate on that too much. But the back and forth, like I haven't really messed around because I don't really mess around with the underground stuff. I enjoyed the concept of the match. I think I agree with Jay that I feel like if it's more of like almost like a shoot fight, that like you want to try and stay in the ring and make it like more like competition wise. It's not like a falls count anywhere match or a hardcore match or something like that where you're going to do stuff like that. But overall, I really enjoyed the match. These two guys, coming out with no shoes on. Gonzalo in his outfit, just like shows up in his
It's not
underwear.
really an outfit. It's just draws.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, all right, I'm gonna look good doing it too. That type of thing. So overall, enjoyed the match. What do you got, Junkie?
Coming in the beginning, I was kind of like underground, none of these guys are really like strikers like that. But then as I was started watching it, because Baker's so fucking entertaining, just overall like his personality, like it got better for me. It started to grow on me. It was one of my favorites. Guys, Gonzalo was just doing his best like fighting like attire. I wish he would have like prettied it up like Gonzalo, like make it Gonzalo, but it is what it is. Yeah, again, the staying in the ring stuff is fine, but like Baker made it entertaining by like just doing. It should have been like shoot fighting, and then he was like, "Yeah, fuck this, this is wrestling," and just started doing wild shit.
They
And
had
him getting,
a lot of great
I
spots.
love, I thoroughly enjoy seeing Baker get his ass kicked. I don't know why. It's just really funny to me, especially just because of I know the next time you hear he has a mic, he's gonna talk shit, and it's just amazing. Like it's almost like it never happened. That's what I love about his character. Just the whole dichotomy between him and Quartz has just been amazing. Overall, so this has been a really good it's really a sleeper feud is what I would call it. Like one of the sneaky good feuds overall. We'll see. I don't know if they're done. I don't know if it still goes on. But yeah, overall it was good. I think they all understood the assignment for the most part in terms of just like coming out and the shoot fighting and no boots, and it looks like Gonzalo even changed his attire a bit in terms of like more striking and more like that boy is loving the knee strikes.
Yeah,
But yeah, overall it was good. It was good. It exceeded my expectations. That's what I'll say.
I think so. Well, you also have to remember that the crux of the story is that the with no rope, Gonzalo's not allowed to like fly or whatever. He's got to fight Baker style, and then he proceeds to kick the shit out of Baker's ass.
Yeah, I missed that part. I'm a loser. That was smart.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
overall, I agree. I would love to see like a dojo, like a Caesar dojo pay per view or something like that. And there's like maybe like 7, 8 matches, and they all just like have some sort of have to be good stories, but it would be cool to just be like a complete they don't all need to be like underground, but they could be like backstage or
Well,
something like that. Or they,
if you go like if you workshop like Bloodsport, people had different disciplines. So I don't
yeah,
know.
exactly, right. And that
That's
would be cool
a
too. Like
fucking big reach, but we'll see. Maybe we can
yeah,
cook something
it'd
up
be
during
interesting.
whenever the
I
fuck.
definitely just I would politic a sumo match
I'll
because
volunteer
honestly,
myself and Jake to be annoyed. It's fine. And all in the
yeah,
name of
I'm picking this
entertainment.
for match.
Me and Jake just shouting like fucking. I'll do my best. He'll do his best as Jake Rogan, and I don't know the other guy. The other guy Goldberg is gone, or I don't. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. I don't fucking watch UFC at all.
Mike Goldberg.
Animal House Bloodsport. Mike go. I'll be Jake Goldberg. He could be fucking Jake Rogan. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
moving.
House Word, let's be fire.
Hold on. I want to
Now
watch
listen, I hope you're listening.
fucking underground pay per view for animals is fucking crazy. In Thailand of all places, and the finish. Oh wait, where's the finish? The finish is the best. There we go. He kills him right there. Ah, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
I like the little package. Yeah, the package or everything is cool.
Yeah, package shipped his ass back. Oh, we have the limo again. Yay. Anyway, moving on. Logo. What else? Oh, we got fucking Steven and the heart. I like the promo. The fucking ambient noise. Never do that again. It was legitimately triggering something inside me that was fucking making me crazy. I had to take my headphones off. Like I'm very sensitive to like audio shit. So I was like, ah. So I just kind of screamed quietly to myself and lowered the fucking volume till shit was over. What you want? What, you want me to fucking lie to you, bro? Fix your fucking. I don't know what the fuck that was about. That fuck was a heart monitor. You're not dying. You're fine. You got. How you gonna be on a heart monitor when you got separated shoulder? Fuck out my face, Steven. Anyway, Jim, Junko, go.
I enjoyed Steven's promo. The noise was a little distracting. But the overall thing is it feels like business between whatever Sheldon's group is called. I called them Crash Out Community on Ambition comes, so I'm just gonna go with that. And is not completely done yet, despite HWG's loss to Sheldon in the main event of our Go Home show. So I think it serves to further their story, and we're gonna have to see what happens next.
Youngie.
It's just crazy how this guy's just literally just been taking on
I love
taking
him.
on like
Every day,
Staples
man.
all by himself, or Stables all by himself. First
Yes.
with DNS, and now it's like this. I will be shipping Crash Out Community. I love that. That's an amazing name. But yeah, overall, again, Stevie is one of the highlights of the show. I think he's one of the bright stars in terms of just his personality. I love the fact that he's consistent, even with like the ambition, the ambition commentary when Danny and Bellica were going at it, and just saying how he doesn't like him. So yeah, kudos to him. I think Stevie, don't be too hard on yourself. It's just criticism, realistically. None of these things are. That's why whenever you hear me, I'm like, yeah, you're fine. Nothing is really crazy. Criticism is really just a thing. Like if it applies to you, it applies to you. If it doesn't apply to you, and you don't agree with it, let it go. It is what it is. But yeah, overall, really good work. I want to talk about this feud with Shelley. I think it's really compelling. I love the fact. I still don't know what the hell Sheldon is trying to do. Is he creating like a Crash Out community and they just like take over, or are they going to help? He keeps talking about help, or the fact that Force hasn't called him. So again, it's interesting. The fact that I don't know what's going on is what's the best part. I think if I can't dictate, or even like if I can't fantasy book or understand what's going on, I think you're doing a good job and you have a good compelling story. So kudos to both of them. Really good feud so far.
First of all, the fact that you said dictates on my stream is crazy. Can't believe you said that. Second of all, for Steven, for Steven, how embarrassing. No,
oh my god,
I kid. Who's gonna be his friend? I don't know. I'm interested to see. Like,
does he need one?
Yeah, he's gonna look for friends, so it's gonna be interesting to see who the fuck who got a friend. That's gonna be the fun part, to see who aligned with Steven's, whatever the fuck. Maybe it's an odd couple pairing. Who the fuck knows? Moving on, we have a commercial. We have we have Eddie's Pride and Joy. I like this video. It was a nice video. Eddie sent it in. I did my best. I tried my best.
It's so funny.
I fucking love Eddie. Eddie's one of the bright spots.
It's so funny, man.
Eddie's one of the bright spots for me. Fucking Eddie. The R is for tried. My best. No, it's not a video. Match itself. I'll be honest. I was doing a lot of things at the same time, so I was kind of dipping in and out, and I just kept seeing their shit get lower and lower. I wasn't there like a breakup that they didn't use. Is that what that didn't that happen? Or am I bugging? That Underground didn't use a
Yeah,
breakup.
they didn't use their breakup.
And
Actually, I'm sorry. No.
No?
Samson and Iceman used the breakup like early in the match, which was like kind of a strategic thing with FPR, which I guess I'm gonna raise the question if that should be changed or not. Because while it was a good strategy, it's kind of like the rules. You know what I mean? I know that there was a proposal prior to this season that each team would get a breakup, and that regular tags would get one. But none of the proposed FPR stuff ever like.
No, but
pushed forward
titles. Each person gets one.
No, it was always one breakup in titles. Jay. In regular matches, you get none.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that was the rule. That was the rule.
That's the rule. So they strategically used the breakup early.
Yeah.
So that they didn't have it later on.
Oh shit.
Which is why I'm saying this, because Cast in the FPR thread when we were talking about this preseason had suggested that it would be one for the regular matches and then each team gets a breakup in the tag title matches, which probably makes more sense at this point.
Also, Gabe tried to get in the ring. He didn't hit anybody, but you still get the penalty if you come in the ring when you're not tagged.
Yeah, that happened too. So like I don't know, but the match is fun. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I guess that's one of those things that's on the proposal that wasn't whatever. Anyway, so we'll take it with one breakup overall, but the first team to use it. I don't know. I guess. Well, I'm there was something proposed earlier, but in my head, I assumed that it would be one on non and one per team on titles. But I guess that's not the thing there. So maybe we got to fix that. So that'll be something I gotta fuck. I know Jake did a write up for me on some shit, and I fucking just again went. Anyway, Junko match go and then Bash.
It was good. Good continuation from Certified Greatness. Jake is crashing out here about these rules. Why don't you just come in and talk, loser? But
you confirmed that was
right.
Riot.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. I loved the. I was wondering what was going to happen if they ran it back. Like, what was going to be the change? So I guess it doesn't look like Cold Front has gone heel. It just seems like it was just kind of an edgy thing, and whoever the hell attacks Samson kind of just like made Nate a little bit more edgier. So I like the aggression. The fact that Nate has been on like a complete warpath in the last 14 business days is hilarious to me. It's unfortunate. My boys are the underdogs. That's just how they are. That's how they package themselves. So I will always root for them. I don't know what goes on next. What does UE do? Seems like the prophecy just is not prophesying.
Well, you gotta have a rubber match, baby.
Yeah. I mean, again, we'll see. We'll see what happens if they run it back. Again, I'm more interested in the programming and then the storytelling. Like what happens next. Like what does Gabe? What does UE do overall? Is what I'm more necessarily interested in. I think again, Cold Front is an amazing tag team. They're kind of like the stalwarts of the tag team division right now in terms of the quote unquote stability. Shout out Parker. So we'll see. We've got a lot of moving pieces in the tag team. There's still a few tag teams out there that I would like to see match up with both tag teams that participated tonight. So it'll be good. Overall, I don't know the rules in terms of the tag. I don't know. I seem like if it's a tag team match, I think people should be able to get in there and do what they want to do. If there's a punishment, the red X is there. I don't know. That's just me. But again, you guys can discuss that among yourselves. But yeah, overall, really good. It was fucking Iceman is a monster. I mean, again, this pair is really this team is a big deal. They're a really big deal. I just think they can be very goofy in time. That they have a lot of versatility. So people forget that they're actually monsters on the stick, both guys. So I wasn't shocked that this was a beatdown. But it'll be interesting to see who steps up next to the plate. If it's a rubber match, lovely. But yeah, good shit overall.
Ice Perv. Jim, anything to add?
Yes. So as far as the match was concerned, I said it during comms that like the pressure was definitely on Cold Front for this match. Third tag title opportunity at this point. As a team, you got to get over the hump, and they managed to do that. So good for them. I mean, coming into this match and the way that the match played out, I would be surprised if they continued trying to be baby faces. To be honest with you, I think at this point it's no longer babyface versus babyface mutual respect. It's Cold Front, kind of giving me heel vibes at this point, and then moving in that direction. And now, as far as the run back and stuff like that, I mean, look at the tag division. Where are the other tag teams? Like,
Sure.
I don't see very many viable challengers at this moment in time for them. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty much UE, Cold Front. I mean, we had like a B2O reunion, but that's not really their focus. You could throw like faction stuff out there if you want, but like true teams like we've lost. We really don't have Click Bay right now. We don't have other teams like Mass Effect and the Pivot are gone. So I think this is a great opportunity.
Dirty Cash is new.
Listening.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to throw them in there yet. We haven't even had a match. So like the whole point is that if you're listening and like you don't have a direction or something like that, here's some vacant real estate for you to try and slide in here and try and do something that matters, right? So if you don't necessarily have a direction, go find yourself a tag team partner, make something work, and eventually you could find yourself in that position because there's only so many times that we can see UE versus Cold Front. You know what I mean too. So it's like eventually things are going to progress. So I do want to see the third match between them. Congratulations to Eddie and Gabe, nice little tag team title run for them. And I know that personally, like Iceman has done a lot of work on his craft because like Iceman 2K23 season 18 Iceman was definitely behind in that respect, and in the last like 2 years he's bridged the gap plus. You know what I mean? To become a very, very solid, competent competitor in what he does. And he's, made it look a lot better, the whole entire thing for him. So, and, we know Samson, and, congratulations to Samson. This is his first title win in OCW.
Oh, yeah?
He's been there for like 7 years at this point, I'm pretty sure, like on and off. So this is his first title win, so congratulations to him as well. He, went for the tag titles when he was with DNS. They didn't get those, obviously. He had the North American Championship match against Jinx, and then these other tag team title matches. But like now he's got it, so that's a good story for him, and a way for them to continue to build and up their stock. In terms of his stock individually, because obviously Iceman and Nate Mack just had like 2 world title matches not that long ago. So like his stock's as good as it's gonna get at this point. For me, but. These guys are in a great position to elevate the tag team division and lead it. By the way, I didn't talk about the hype package, but I enjoyed the video. And I know you edited this video when you were drunk, Gabe, but 6.2 gigabytes on the raw file is unacceptable, sir. Don't ever do that again.
Fucking dork. He broke the record. I think the previous record was 5 gigs for 5 gig. What the fuck was 5 gigs? Oh yeah, 5 gigs for a sync. Doc did a 5.2 gig something. I forgot what it was, if it was a match or a segment. Boo did a 4.2 gig for something. And I'm like, is this what happened? She's like, huh? And I'm like, this is no. And she's like, oh. And then somebody else who were nameless had a 5.1 1-minute segment, which I quietly just edited myself because I was so flabbergasted at that I didn't even feel the need to confront publicly or privately. I was just like, I wasn't even upset. I was impressed. Honestly. I was like, wow, this is 58.2 seconds. It's 5.1 gigs. That's impressive. Anyway, where were we? Solid tag match. Grat Samson, go fuck yourself. Your SIG finish name is dumb. And that's it. Moving on.
You don't like whitewash, Bill?
Yeah, no, fuck that.
It's better than fucking.
I like all the.
That ends with ER.
I like all the.
What? Simple as this. Like, fuck. Good name. What the hell? Like, what? Whitewash is simple. Like, what? There's no sense in. Like, it makes sense. Like, what? I don't know. You can't please OCW. I promise you. You cannot please this community at all. Fuck. Right? Ice Cold Execution. That's a sick name. Like, what?
Oh,
I mean, your new move names are great. Don't listen to these.
Oh my god. Oh fuck, I'm lightheaded. Okay. Where are we? Oh yeah, Flojo crashing out, suspended, stop hitting NPCs, you fucking dummy. But no, I don't know. Maybe she's gone. I guess this is a defective way to write her off. I don't fucking know. This guy looks like a fat William Regal. And shout out to him. He must have been a worker back in the day, because as soon as he got hit with a chair, he just got right the fuck back up. It's like, hey man, cut it out. And chasing after this bro with a gun. I would be like, no, anyone got add to the fucking gym, you go then, Junkie.
No, it was very, very straightforward. Not a whole lot to add to that.
I don't necessarily. I don't view it as like a writer or off. Is Goose taking time off?
Is what?
Is Goose taking? You said right off. Is Goose?
Oh no, I'm just going from the assumption, like, if you put your hand, like if I'm telling people like don't do that, and it gets done, you're just getting suspended. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So I figured that's the way to take.
So you're saying like, with like that's probably what he's. Oh, okay, makes sense.
Probably. I don't fucking know. Stop putting your hands
I
on
don't know.
people.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Maybe it's a situation she doubled down on the heel stuff. Again, sky's the limit. Like, I think overall this was a really good. Like I said with the match, like it's a really good plot. Like this has been a really good character growth for Flojo overall. So I do enjoy that. What she does next, again, the sky's the limit really for this character. Even saying that they've been there for so damn long, but again, like the new attitude makes it a bit more compelling, and you want to see a few other matchups. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Strike while something is hot. Bang! All right, what we got? Is this a segment? Oh yeah, it's a segment. It is the Cheryl Sticks Marissa segment. Funny stuff. My only concern is like Ashley Moore's mentioned, but it's kind of like she's an afterthought in this whole thing, despite the match next week. So that's really my take on this. These two have been going back and forth nonstop. So it's pretty much Cheryl talks shit, we get a laugh, and then Cheryl gets smacked up, and we'll see you next week. So good shit though. The Cheryl, what is it? Cheryl Trash Matsumoto. Here for that nice little homage in the trashery. Both these people have products that are faulty, so they should probably not do that for the safety of everyone involved. Everybody. So we'll do any money more because I about to if I'm gonna go mama to the pictures number just because you kissed a girl behind a dirty magazine. Junko, then Jim.
I sincerely hope nobody's using like their products. Like, sorry. Like,
what's up?
For the love for the. I sincerely hope nobody's using their products. Like respect your skin.
Respect your skin and your soul.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. This has been the feud of the. This has been my most compelling and most enjoyable feud overall. So again, there's another chapter in their book. Again, I agree. I do not know what is going to happen next week. Like in terms of like overall, like how does the story end? What happens? Is Cheryl going to screw the match in some way, shape, or form? Is it just going to be a situation where Ashley's just like, okay, fuck off, give me the title, and you guys can do whatever it is that you want to do. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I think the problem is just the reason why you probably feel that way is because we just have two big personalities, and Ashley's coming in now. Ashley doesn't really. Ashley's more about like what she does in the ring and just being pompous and being a bitch, but like her attitude or her personality doesn't really stick out like that. So that's probably why you feel that way. I kind of feel this the same way.
I mean, your fucking future investment. You say, listen, motherfuckers, and you whatever. It just kind of feels like she's playing second fiddle on a fucking title feud, dude. It's weird.
Yeah, like again, I agree with Jay. Like
Well,
it's
third.
just a
Actually, no, third
different.
wheel. My bad. Third wheel. Second fiddle. There's only 2 people. So yeah, third wheel is more
Yeah,
accurate.
she's third wheeling. But again, I don't know. It's. I'm more interested in what takes place during the match. Because there's no way Cheryl's just gonna sit backstage and let these two figure it out and whatever. There's got to be something there that's gonna happen. So I'll wait. I'll wait till next week.
Mayhaps. Jimmy.
They make funny content. Okay, it's good. It's back and forth. The whole entire thing. That's nice. The astounding lack of focus is my issue here, because they're so focused on each other that it feels like it's spread out. You know what I mean? Like it's wearing thin, and eventually, like, we've got to get to a focus position. You know what I mean? Where Marissa has a singular focus and Cheryl has a singular focus. Right now, that they just both have a lot going on. And like I said, the content itself is good. Their insults back and forth, the whole entire thing, the surprise, it worked. But what does this do for Cheryl the character long term? Like, what is the plan from this? Or you know what I mean? I understand it from Marissa's side, although I don't understand why Ashley wouldn't be involved, or in the segment, or what's going on there, because it seems very unnatural to, like, not really face off with someone who you're gonna have a title match with. I'm just not sure of the direction of all, to be honest with you. But like I said, like, they make cool stuff. The insults, the back and forth stuff, that works fine. I just don't understand the greater purpose of it.
Fair enough. Jake says Ashley's a big personality in a major different way. Che says Ashley fourth wheeling out here because Tammy and Pearl have been more involved. Okay. And yeah. Oh, and Melon says double damn. Cool. Okay, moving on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I got the poison, I got the remedy, got the poison, 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 got the remedy. Anyway, no, this feud is what, Junkie, 6 months, 5 months?
Yeah, 6.
6. So 6 months.
No, even longer than that.
Oh, look at you, the fucking DNS Chronicle over here. Yeah. So 7, 6, half a year, maybe.
I'm pretty sure that Omen topped Scotty off of the catwalk to begin season 19.
Okay. Wait, the beginning of season 19?
Yes, at the beginning of season 19, Jay.
Are you sure?
That's how long. Yes, I'm positive, because Jinx and Scotty had the match at On Deadly Ground, and then pivoted into Scotty versus Omen, and then, like, that's what ended up happening. It was like the first few shows, so it's been like.
Oh yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's
been
right.
well
Look
over.
at you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just got here.
I know, because I was involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway,
So,
like I said, making the best use of what you got on the video. I mean, music choice is good. If you want to go producer's notes, I can do that, like, offline if anyone's interested. I don't, whatever. But no, this story is as honestly, this story is a long time in the making. Match itself, I caught most of it. Pretty like back and forth. It was coming down to the wire. What I appreciate from Omen, and I didn't expect to see from Omen, and the most polite way of saying this is, he took a less thirsty route, and it paid off for him. Thankfully, he could have went the other way, but I always appreciate. You know who does that also? Paul Pugh. So I appreciate that from Omen. That shows character. That shows development as a handler. So essentially, yeah, I enjoyed. This was a fun. Fuck. This was a fun match to watch. Omen won. Interesting to see what happens now. We saw the introduction of Marcus McMichaels, which means that there's more tag kerfluffling upon the way. Fuck, sorry about that. So I'm just gonna see what happens next. I'm just glad that I'm just glad they both made it to the pay-per-view. They deserve it. Junkie takeover while I fucking try not to die.
I just want to give Scotty his flowers. He's been pretty solid since he's been back. You can see the improvements in terms of, like, the production, just the overall programming, and just the packaging of the character in front of the TV. I do love the fact you can really see that the he's been kind of crazy when it comes to the revenge. I love the fact that after the match he was like coward, getting fucking.
He should have got four of them.
Yeah, you should. I would have Bronson Reed him, to be honest, if I was Ullman. But it is what it is. Um, I loved his attire as well. So his attire might have been entire tonight for me overall.
Scotty X's?
The yeah overall. Samuel Ullman and him. I don't know who has the better big man moveset out of him and Danny. But like I love the fact that he's just big and he just like tosses you and
Just big.
he just he just he just hurt. Like, everything just hurts. I love the fact that he's added the Vader bomb. Yeah, it's just he just everything just hurts. I love it. It's just amazing. This feud was really good. Like it delivered. I think it did what it needed to do. The storytelling was really good as well too. The production stuff again, it's not like for people who don't do production, then they do production. I don't really like to harp on it too much. Like I just like the fact that you're doing things and you're trying and you're experimenting and having fun. That's literally the point that we're here, right? So just have fun. I kind of want to go back to like the whole promo package stuff as well too. Even like little things like tonight, like Harper just was just talking, and that was that. That's all. That's all you need to do. Just tell some sort of story and hype us up before the bell rings, and then that's all that matters. I think Scotty, whoever did this package with Scotty and Ullman, again, they did it the way that I typically would do it. Is like, okay, if you haven't been paying attention, what happened, what's been going on, and I think they did that for the now the year long instances that have happened between the two leading up to this match. So again, it is what it is. Like they did what they need to do. I was sports entertained. I love the fact that I wish probably we would have got more stuff with Pilgrim as well, but it is what it is. He came out, he got shit done. Scotty's like, yeah, you're a coward, bitch. Hold this. He kills him. It is what it is. I'm entertained and I'm happy.
Coward! You're gonna have to kill me, brother. Okay. Not like that. But no, like I said, I really appreciate Omen fucking in it to win it, like, you know, in a non. Because again, for the context of, matter of fact, see if I can find out what I'm talking about. Like in the context, like I bring back the same stupid stories, but like would have to lie about, not lie, but omit the truth. Regard like, oh, his match is number one contendership, but I won't tell them until after the match because if I told them, you know, they're gonna play a certain way and it's gonna be watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying in modern day OCW. I'm saying like where we came from before. So it's like it's good. It shows growth, and I always appreciate growth. Always big spot on the pine. Moving on, make a good time actually.
Oh damn!
We're not jinxing it. Oh, I skipped you. Oh shit. Oh wow, that's disrespectful. I apologize for that. You
Getting
may
the
go.
DNS guy is crazy.
I'm not even.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm not even fucking like nothing. Like I just had a coughing fit, but that's about it. Jim, continue.
That's okay, Jay. So, for me personally, obviously, Samuel Owens been tied to Bash since he walked in the door. You know what I mean, and still is to an extent. You know, to give the guy his flowers, when his first probably like 8, 9, 10 months, maybe even a year. He was just a part of DNS. He was my heavy, like, you know what I mean? His production probably wasn't nearly, it didn't do much in terms of production. I'm not saying that he didn't do his character and he didn't do his entrance, you know, and stuff like that. But, you know, in terms of doing his own character, it probably took a little bit more time. But like the upgrade, you know, and even if he's not an ace video editor at this point, he definitely, the Omen character stands on its own at this point, which is something that's important. You know, you never want someone to sit, you know, behind someone else's shadow or whatever for you know, too long. And for me, it's about, you know, this was a good match, and the guy knows wrestling. He's been my friend. I've been friends with him for a long time. You know, but like he knows enough about wrestling to understand. And you know, your example, Jay, was him just understanding he wanted to do things a certain way within the match, and he was willing to take the risk to do it. So, you know, and that's okay. If he lost, he lost, but he ended up winning, and you know, it gave him what he wanted in the end. So, like, you know, good. I appreciate the fact that there was a hype package for this video. It was a first attempt type thing, you know, and as we all know, our first attempts can definitely fall short of what, you know, the normal bar is. But he worked really hard, you know, and did it, and you know, kudos to him. And you know, Scotty and his presentation and stuff like that has definitely increased. I want to see Scotty X continue to be present in OCW, find people to work with, you know, stuff like that, and do stuff. I think we kind of saw where Ullman's going next as Marcus McMichaels came to the ring. So we'll have to see, keep an eye on that as well. But, look, good job by both of these guys. The match, I enjoyed calling the match, and it worked out well for both of them. It's a long-term story. Took some breaks, but we got there in the end. So good job to both of them.
Excellent synopsis. And like Jake said, what did Jake say? Do fun shit, do stuff that might not be necessary to put you in the best position, but would look super fun. People were playing for story and fun. Thirst is very easy to show through. Clean, entertaining competition. Yeah, that's the Paul Pugh method.
Sports entertain.
Yeah,
Please.
that's the Pugh method. Who fucking
you can tell like who doesn't want to get reversed, so they don't do like specific stuff like that. I think that's like kind of like what is really compelling about these two specific characters. The Fumi as well too, where it's just like they just don't want to care. They don't care about like dying in the process. It's just like, okay, if you landed, okay, ooh, we pop us. If it sometimes you eating shit, and I think that's what I love about Baker as well too, right? Like Baker was doing some like it was fun seeing Baker get his ass kicked. Like I thoroughly enjoyed and some of the animations on like these reversals are really cool as well too. So try to just keep that in mind. Yeah, I agree, Jake. Like play to win, but like also remember that you have an audience. Entertain us as well.
Play to win, but not at the expense of the overall match. You're only serving to fuck over your opponent and your entire story if you play that way. I can't believe I just said that. Now, shout out to Jake. Good point. I like you in the producer note. Nice and quiet. I don't have a fucking patronizing giant bird man telling me I'm wrong, even I'm right. Anyway, moving on. We have, look, it's fucking Hairline Man. It's fucking Scottish Rex. Fell asleep in the car. I don't like that he's here. It's annoying. But I guess we'll find out why the fuck he's here maybe on Summerside, because we don't have a show. We don't have a weekly next week. Bye, Jake. So I don't know what's up with that. So we'll see. Like I don't know what this is about. So anybody have any fucking thoughts about this? And he's wearing leather snakeskin boots too. This greasy, and he looks like he lost a little bit of weight too. He still looks husky. Look at him.
Jay, do you remember when your wife invited Rex to train her, like, and all that stuff? Like, this was all leading to.
I hate that I remember that now that you mentioned. Oh, fuck off! Yeah, fuck you, Deep Lord Jim.
They've always had my game. Yeah, they've always had some sort of a relationship, to my knowledge.
Yeah, but either way, like Rex has been angling for this sensation match for how long now?
There's no fucking she did no.
Yeah,
no.
Are you making a move up for
he's not getting in the ring with Rex.
This husky bitch don't want no smoke.
Oh my god, this match.
Like what are you talking about? He's been angling for a match. He's been angling these nuts. He ain't angling for shit. What are you talking about?
Whoa, Cass, relax.
Like, what the fuck? And Cass was like, it's so I can come back. Fuck you too. You're not showing up at Summerside either. You and this husky bitch. He lost weight too. Look at him losing weight, trying to fuck this guy. Okay, moving on. Sick of this shit. What we got now? Oh, we got Nate Ortiz. Yeah, this is a thing that like essentially if you don't watch the show, you don't know what the fuck's happening. So to you, this has been I lost track. I think it's been a month. It might have been a little bit more than a month. There's there's not tea per se, but I really haven't booked this motherfucker. He asks every week, and I just like, oh fuck. So he has a mystery match, so we'll see what the fuck happens. I have no idea who it is. I have no idea what the fuck is happening, other than this has been for a long fucking time, mostly in pretty much primarily in text. What happened?
Nobody's been reaching out to feud with him?
No, it's not that. Like he said, oh hey, book me for a title match. I'm like, okay, and I just haven't.
Oh, okay.
Literally since this is June, so I think since May, beginning of May. And fucking look at him. I thought you were leaving, Jake. Fucking backseat, whatever. Anyway, Jim Junko, you're up.
All right, so piggybacking on something that happens later, is Nate in a match and the special referee?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got that clear, that there wasn't some like misconception there.
No.
Okay. I mean, Nate's been dominant in this international title run. He's brought stability to the title that was getting passed back and forth like Bullock's mom.
God
So
damn.
yeah. So he really, I don't know what he's gonna do. I have some guesses based on the pool of available people. And we'll have to see
I have
who it
no
ends up
fucking
being.
clue.
I have a guess, and it's a wild card guess.
Oh, send it
And
to me on this private messages me. I don't know. I have no idea.
okay,
I think I know who it is.
Send me a
there you
thing.
go.
Send me
I
whatever.
I'll
Let
send
me
it.
see.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. Yeah. It's not anybody who's currently here. I think I know who it is.
Hold on.
But
No
but I want
fucking
to talk.
no way. No way. No
Yeah.
fucking way. Oh shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I
So
think I know.
Adam's gone. Now
I
we
think-
have fucking Jim as the fucking lore guy. Oh shit. Who do you got, Junko? Did you send me one?
Oh, yeah, I'll send it. I'll send it to you right
Oh,
now.
that would be fucking
I'll send it to
huge.
you.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
I
That's
legit.
the other thing.
It's in his courts. No, it's in G2 courts.
No.
G2 courts because it's a national champion.
No, it's a certain personality I've never seen.
Oh wait, no, it's Intel's the weak one, or rather,
Intel.
as Jake would say, he's not a whatever the fuck his reasoning for it, and then you have Innis, which is the red one, and like he's the more like honorable whatever, and then you have the shitbag fucking Jitsu, which we'll get into later because there's a fucking whole big whatever the fuck that you son of a fucking jerk offs. Anyway, what did Junkie send? Let me see, Junkie. Holy shit. Yo, yeah.
It has to be.
Yo,
It has to be. It has to be.
Oh my god.
It has to be. That belongs to him.
So-
Jay, did
so-
we pick the same person or no?
Huh? I'm
Did we
not
pick
I'm
the
not
same
saying I'm
person?
not saying anything. The reason I don't think it's either of your picks is because Tibby said that he wants the meteor in the ring. So there's no way it's that.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I
Yeah.
So
forgot
that
about
means like
Yeah,
it could
Tibby said,
it's gonna be
yeah.
someone bleh.
Yeah.
Is it Spider?
What Tibby
No,
said
he's
kind
dead.
of debunks.
Spider's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody's ever dead in OCW.
Yeah, Jerry
I
died.
don't even honestly. Whoever he faces, they're gonna lose because I want Quartz and Nate.
The fact that you know what's funny? The fact that you got the deadline's tomorrow, so I'm sure the match already.
Oh, deadline's tomorrow?
I'm gonna be like, hey man, how about whoever you fight, fuck that guy and fight this one or this one.
Yeah. I just think I just
Yeah.
overall I just think it just the way that Quartz has set it up, they kind of have to see each other
Oh my god.
at Lucian. They have to see each other. It's just what it is. He's gonna lose. You're not beating him. You're not beating him next week. Sorry to break it to you, but you're not.
So you say that, and Emp's like, oh yeah. Oh guys, we can debate this forever, but it doesn't.
That's all smoke screens. She's just throwing smoke screens.
Yeah, well.
But
what does this dummy say? As much as I'd love to unify CW and End, I don't think that's best for OCW, which is what I'm fighting for. Oh, fuck off. And then Drago Emp wins.
Yeah, but no.
I can't.
You're not winning. You're not winning next week. So what's really gonna happen?
I have no
idea. I think this is just me fantasy booking. It needs to be Nate. It needs to be Quartz resolution, and then whatever happens, happens.
I love when people get excited for fantasy booking because like a lot of this shit can happen.
But Jake's kind of laid that real estate since day one. He's been talking shit about this man since day one. Nate has not addressed you at all, right? Until
did mildly.
Barely. I think he's kind of focused on like his competitors. Until like he started messing with Emp, that's when Nate really stepped in. But besides that, Nate was kind of focusing on the same thing. He was focused on Devin. He was focused on just like running the international title division. That was been his thing. Barely addressing you, barely not like barely. What if you want to give context, you can pull up and explain. But like to my knowledge,
I love you keep baiting.
Yeah,
You're such a dick.
Yeah, I know I'm trolling heavy. To my knowledge, it doesn't seem like he's really was interested in Quartz at all, which is kind of crazy. Good because Quartz is 3-0, so it's kind of weird. Kind of disrespectful as well too. But
yeah, well, Quartz started.
That's
so
what
him.
I want. Yeah, like that's like one of the big matches. Like if I'm fantasy booking for Illusion, these two have to see each other eventually. That's just it. But overall, again, I think this reign has been one of the most fun for me, just based off of how it came to fruition and how Nate got the title. But overall he's been like a dominant force. So it's interesting. It's interesting that you're not booking your son. I find that ironic, but hey.
It's not even intentional for the most part. I'm sure Jake is
I
like
believe you. I believe you.
Jake is on some. He's trying.
Yeah,
Hold on,
Jake's crashing
He's
out.
wrong. He's wrong. I'm gonna tell him he's wrong. Anyway, sorry. Oddly enough, I mentioned this prior a couple weeks back. Actually, I mentioned it in private a couple weeks back. But yeah, after side, like I'm going like North American and international. Like I don't give a fuck who wins either of those titles. They're defending within like 2 weeks. Like we're gonna pump these numbers up.
Yeah.
Like I know I told Amart. Actually, I told Amart and Jinx when they fought. I didn't know who won, so I was like, look, I'm sending this to both of y'all. But I wanted basically like what I had in my head. I'll tell you the tea on this one. So basically, I told Jinx, like if you win, if you what the fuck is the word, retain your title, then at the go home show you would fight Paul Harris. And then what happened is hold up.
Okay,
So let me tell you my reasoning, and then I'll get to the other part so you could whatever. It's a fun little side quest, and then we can move that into Jinx and H2O because it's a long ass match. We might as well get some footage out of it. So I said, like I told Jinx, if you retain, you fight Paul Harris, and then basically like if you win, then that's like, oh, you coming into Summerside or Savage as like, oh, you're fucking beastly. If you lose, H2O uses that as like a plot point, like blah 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 blah, little RP bullshit. So then I told Amar, hey, if you become champion, then at Go Home show you're gonna fight H2O, and then basically the thing is, if Amar beats H2O, then basically he goes to Harris. Look what the fuck I did, back to back. If he loses to H2O, then Harris goes, look, see, you really are the weak link. RP shit. So I said this, and the first thing Tibby told me was, that's stupid. H2O just came back. All right, good. Fuck it. We're done. We're not doing that.
Oh, that's crazy.
We're not doing that. I'm not Tony Khan, bro.
I assume
I'm not Tony Khan.
I assume Amart's got challengers. I'm assuming, like, typically, because this place is just so fucking run down with like
target rich.
Like, really,
no, but it's fucking it's fucking funny though. Like he literally just said, H2O just came back. That's stupid. Okay.
Wow.
I didn't fucking cry about it. No, it makes sense. He's a booker. What the fuck? I defer to his expertise. So yeah, but regardless of what happens, whoever wins, Harris or Amart, they're defending within like 2 weeks or whatever, or 3 weeks, and then if Nate wins, cool. I might put this motherfucker in the fatal 4-way or some shit in 3 weeks. I don't care.
Hilarious.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. We gotta pump some of these numbers up, Hoot. In my head, it's like, yeah, and it also gives more people opportunities to get a pixel and use it as a plot point or fucking like, because they're plot points, but like they're not the end all be all per se. Like most people when they're champion, like high tier, they're upset or annoyed because their story shit gets like what's it called? Like they get hamstrung and shit. So fuck it, whatever. Mix it up a little bit. There's plenty of people that should get a shot or whatever. It'd be fun. Who the fuck knows? Either way, moving on. We have H2O versus Jinx.
Yeah.
I was also working, so I caught most of this match as well. I caught the middle part where Michael was embarrassing himself. Yeah, man. Like the good thing about H2O, and I think this is partly because of Jake's fault. So Jake will talk shit, right, about somebody, and then people will go, "Oh, I can do that too," and then they'll do that. So that's why H2O always gets like razzied or whatever. But the good thing about H2O is that he I can tell him straight up like, this is ass or fix this or whatever, and he doesn't complain or cry. He just improves or fixes it. So ever since him and Jinx were DMing in like a 6-way, I just been up his ass, pause, no diddy. Like I've been like, man, you're embarrassing yourself out here, bro. Jinx is fucking you up. So then, so in this match, I'm thinking, maybe he's gonna whatever, but he tried. But at the end, it's still very embarrassing for him that he came up short. So I like the fact that like H2O was a killer in 2020. Russ Cole was a killer in 2020. Quartz was a killer in 2020. Now they're all like washed. So it's fun. It's nice. Now they're no longer like the up and they're no longer the up and comers anymore. They're no longer like the fucking the modern day goats or whatever. They're like fucking, they're like, oh, okay, they're not enhancement talent or good or a good hand, but they lost a step. So it's
You think
funny.
Moose is washed?
Over old stars.
Yeah, move over old. No, they're not even old. They're like move over middle old stars or whatever. The only exception to this rule is Drago Caesar or Dragana Caesar because, well, that's the rule of Melon. So that's all you get. Really, Melon's basically
That's actually the exception,
yeah.
not the rule.
There you go. He's
I don't think is sports washed.
not all right. Wash is a H2O is
Well,
washed. Get it? Cause water. Get it? H2O wash because of water. See. Yo, you know who you can add to that list? If you want to talk about wash, you got H2O, you got Russ Cole, you got Max Edwards, and you got Quartz. Habitual losers, Hoot.
We haven't seen Max yet.
Hey, look, he fucking lost and took his fucking ball and went home. Talk about 2 years. What you do in 2 years,
That's
motherfucker? Half the time you was on the bench. Now, if you want to talk about Lulu, then you got it. There's an argument to be made for Lulu. It's embarrassing, Jake. It's embarrassing. Nah, I'm kidding. No. I kind of wanted my H2O to win, but Steve took 2 back-to-back L's. I know he was like, "Nah, man, this ain't happening today." So you got like 2 fathers of 5. You got 2 fathers of 5 battling it out. So this was happened. Valiant effort, and now they're gonna team up, I guess, and join fucking stupid hypocrite and bother me. Cool. Great, whatever. So I've been talking a lot. So we'll do Bash then Junko.
This was my match of the night. I'm going to start with that. I called all of these. Brian and I talked about them afterwards, and to me, this was the most exciting match of the night. The like H2O fell behind, but he definitely closed the gap. I was super excited when he did the little barricade run, and I was like, H2O, no.
H2 no.
Oh, no. H2O, no.
Yeah. Very embarrassing.
Yeah, stuff like... Yeah, but, the back and forth that they had, this was like... Oh, man. People are going to be upset because we had a whole podcast on this, but I feel like this was one of those, torch passing moments almost. You know what I mean? Where
he's an old
Jinx.
fogey.
Yeah, where Jinx is that type of character where he's really broken that ceiling for me in terms of he had a good North American title run. There's some stuff he could have done a little different, whatever, but he was there and a good champion, and now he's trying to make that push into being one of the, if not the top guy in OCW. That's where he wants to go. The character wants to go, right? So it's that climb, and he's got to have wins like Russ Cole and H2O, and eventually more wins on other people or more great stories. And for me, I enjoy his mannerisms and things that he does. I feel like he's got the stuff down with the laugh and the way that he tunes up his finisher and all of that stuff. It all feels very natural to me. It's flowing very well. And we all know who H2O is at this point. We all know that he can go. That Riptide super kick that he had, that he fell into the cover, I thought there was a chance that might have been it. And that was going to be a big shock for me, right, based on the way that things had gone so far. But overall, I also enjoyed the hype package. Steve, I think made that, I would guess. But his improvement over time in terms of the hype packages and the way he presents things has been, massive, and he does it really, to me, encompassed what this feud was about. And then the post match, obviously, I was very upset for you, boss, on comms. I don't know if you heard me. I was telling him that he was giving terrible career advice to Jinx. But the whole entire thing of Jinx getting involved with courts and the whole, I don't even know, Crimson Karen, the conglomerate, if you want to call it that. The Ocean family plus White Trash Boy Baker thing. So we'll have to see what happens there. And Courts is trying to form this army. I think he's trying to hostile takeover on you, boss. You better be careful. But we'll have to see where it goes from there, Junkie.
He's so excited to talk about Steven. Ugh. Go, Junkie. I don't like it. He was smiling too. Steven's a great guy. I fucking love Steven so much. Great video, Steven. You're the fucking best, Steven. You know who's not the best? H2O. Very embarrassing. Go, Junko.
It was good. It was this is my top three as well too. I thoroughly
It was a
enjoyed
good
it.
match, very good match.
Yeah, Mike's one of those like resilient like
Yeah,
handlers where like you can like I remember when obviously when Junkie and Heather was going and I was beating Heather's ass and then she just came back and walked me. So I had in the back of my head I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a situation where Jinx walks through him. If it's a situation, if anyone's gonna come back and make it competitive, it'll be Harvey. I fucking despise any Harvey that's not I'm Alive Harvey. So like this red dying light thing, I fucking hate it overall. I love the character. I love the character, but if you're trying to be like your brother, please stop. Like you're so much better than that. Um, the Riptide super kick that went into the pin was amazing. That popped me tonight. Jinx, overall, your presence as this like spawn thing was really, really, really cool. Overall, I love this. I hope you keep something similar like this to like your overall look. Um, why the fuck are you joining these guys? For what?
no clown
Makes
policy.
no sense.
You're so much better than me. Like,
Insignificant clown.
you're like it's like fucking who's a phenom like um coming up like as a wrestler like during the 90s it was just like you just decided to like join NWO but like you're undefeated like it's weird. Don't do it. Leave these losers alone. Let them struggle. Um, but yeah, again, I agree. This I don't even think it's a passing of the torch. Jinx has fucking yanked y'all all by your weaves and just been like, you know what? It is what it is. I feel very sorry for whoever has a major title and decides they want to feud with him. You're gonna die. Well, a
You're gonna
gruesome
die
death.
because hilarious.
Yeah, you're gonna die a gruesome death. But like again, it's just overall, we this character has been like kind of fairly but unfairly criticized in terms of like what he's doing, his overall package. He's done a really good job of just like create distancing himself from DNS and just like kind of carving his own path. I love the little package with his I believe that was his brother that came that 1 or 2 weeks. I love stuff like that. Like the layers of this character is really interesting.
What
It's
the
not
fuck
just
is
a
his shoot
situation
name, Junkie? I fucking forgot. Gabriel
where
Terry. What the fuck was it? It was something.
Dorian.
Dorian. There we go.
Dorian.
Dorian.
Yeah, I think that's
The only
like
Dorian I
his
remember is
real
Dorian
name.
Arnott in the Skybox. Drago knows what's up. Anyway.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like I just overall he's been such a really good like his growth has been really interesting to watch. I keep in mind the last person to have Jinx on the ropes was Omen. Hint hint. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't give it. You joining the Karen. Yeah,
I got some for these motherfuckers in a bit. I'm gonna forget everything because that's what happens now. But whatever.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
this was. I don't know if it was match of the night for me. I have to when we discuss like who we're match of the night, we'll address that.
I
But yeah,
think
it was
it's
good. It was
solid.
good.
I think it's solid.
Yeah.
Like I told Michael, you know, it's very embarrassing, but it's still match of the night. That being said, is it called Vortex in the stupid sheet? It's supposed to be Circumvolution. Who the fuck changed it? Was it stupid Michael? Who changed it? I demand answers and names immediately.
Oh, are you talking about his move?
The fucking thing he did earlier is Circumvolution. Even I know that. And I don't know anything when it comes to these you animals muges. Rogue Vortex. Ugh. Ugh, you fucking dork. I'm glad you lost.
Matt.
He changed it to Rogue Vortex.
He lost to Amart, but like I don't even think Amart even said himself he didn't think he was gonna win that match.
Fucking
That's how much of a
circle.
beast change. Yeah.
Rogue Vortex. That's a fucking dork. Are you edgy? You're gonna fucking go on. You're gonna play League of Legends after this match? You fucking loser. Anyway, fucking 2018 Role Player of the Year, which I'll get to later. Anyway, solid match. Probably my match of the night. Fuck you, Harvey. Do better, I suppose. Maybe. Fucking sad. Sad. I don't think it was ever called. It was called Circumvolution. Go fuck yourself, man. I'm tired of you too. Moving on. Fucking, what do we got? We have the sit down interview. I think this might have been probably this or the. Yeah, I think this is probably my segment. It's between this or the radio interview. I think this is my segment of the night. I like the fact from both perspectives. Like I like what Emp said because it makes a lot of sense. And it struck a lot of chords. They got me fired up, and you fucking ninnies yapping away. So here's what I kind of remember. So all this shit Emp was saying, right? And Jake was harping and whatever. I want to give OCW back to the people that voted H2O Role Player of the Year in 2018. Those same people. and you're talking about all this other bullshit, but everyone forgets that fucking G2 Quartz literally destroyed the careers of KD Angelo and fucking and AC Cobra. We're just gonna gloss over that horse shit that this man fucking ruled over what's it be for almost a year, a reign of fucking terror. We're just gonna gloss over that and pretend, oh, he's a great guy. Fuck off. I use the Kevin Owens. I know nothing. Fuck you, Jake, you son of a bitch. Oh, I'm so angry. Whatever. We'll do Bash then Junko. Like y'all really y'all really forgot that this man was a fucking living embodiment of a menace as the blue one. When the thunder would hit and people were like, come on, son. The thunder would hit and someone was getting bodied or murdered. We're gonna pretend that never fucking happened. The shit that happened to Bobby Minio, we're gonna pretend that never fucking happened. No, Ep's a bad person. Fuck off. Jim, you're up.
All right. So this is the way that you sell a title match. Sit down interview, conflicting points of view, quick cuts, and then the same words at the end. The synchronous words at the end. Chef kiss. I mean, like this. I'm so hyped for this title match. At Summerside, I don't know whether it's the main event or not, or the other one's going to be main event, or what you're going to do there. But for me, this was a match I already wanted to see, and I'm totally sold on it now. I mean, like the sit down interview was brilliant. Using the things that you have. Overall, great work by both of them.
Before Junkie, not Junkie, fucking Quartz like, oh, I'm gonna fucking lose, and Ep's like, oh, Jake's gonna kill me. Anyway, I hope this big red idiot fucking wins, and then the following Monday he's cutting. However, it's a new day in OCW. He just starts rubbing his head, and you see the fucking blue streak. Fuck you, go Junko. Pieces of garbage. You're gonna talk like I have no recollection of any of this. I hate you, fucking hypocrite mother. Ugh.
I loved what Emp said about everybody loving her and now everybody hates her in terms of it. Like, because again, y'all are hypocrites and y'all are fickle.
Thank you, Junko. Thank you.
It's ironic to me that the Karen is in this position right now, where like essentially he was criticizing Daddy for being in this position, and he doesn't. He's not the champion.
Yeah,
it's interesting that you're in this. It's interesting that you're in his position now. So it's really funny to me. Again, like I said, I don't think he's gonna win. He's probably not gonna win. You don't deserve to win. And it really, I'm just more selfish. I just want to see Nate. I want to see Nate and Quartz. And then I want to see somebody else try to take M down, because I don't think anyone that's related to Jake can do it. It's just what it is. That's the curse. The M curse. Jake has an M curse, and that's just really what it is. You're not going to win.
I don't know.
Just like how you did. You don't know?
I honestly like if we peel the curtain back, like
think about it though.
Is it logistically? Wait, would it be called logistically or stylistically?
Depends on what you're. Well, I don't think it's necessarily a style thing.
I mean, like behind like joysticks, like Amp is like I stink and Jake is like I stink, so they both think they stink.
Oh well, no, they're both habitual liars when it comes to
habitual liars is crazy. Amp just goes, I just do stuff.
She does. She does just do stuff, but she knows how to play the game, and she knows to play it well. Same thing with him. Like, don't let that like that's just like all smoke and mirrors. Don't even take that stuff seriously. But yeah, these are the two of the best storytellers in the entire Fed. So I'm not surprised at the material. I'm with Jimmy. This is a big fight feel. Like when you do stuff like this is what gets me excited. Like I care about these things almost more than the match. In that specific situation, yes, you're probably you have a curse when it comes to Kamiko. That's what it is. Sorry, Jake. But yeah, like overall, this is the creme de la creme when it comes to making material and making content. I love this I missed this flashback. I wasn't even paying attention at this time, but yeah, just the overall, like I love the story points that they really each side is selling, and how they coincide and how they're connected. They have opposing views, but they're so similar in so many ways. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. Again, when it comes to matches, I'm reading his comments at the same time. He's crashing out. When it comes to when it comes to overall like the match and what happens, it's hard for me to predict just because Emp is just like this force that like you really can't predict. So you really don't know what's gonna happen. The only thing I do know is that when these two handlers face each other, there's like a bad things never happen for the gentleman from Florida. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited. This is probably my top three matches for excitement for next week.
Fucking Melon Emp wins, lol. Who the fuck says she's afraid of anybody? It's fucking a story right now. Like, you fucking like projecting weird. It's very strange. Very strange. Also, Emp is a fucking champion. I mean, not Emp. Dragana's a fucking champion. Now, had she lost in the match we're gonna talk about, that would probably be a different whatever. You're very much projecting a lot of weird shit. You got to get your mind right. Speaking of mind right, not Quartz. His mind is never right. His mind is, oh, you use the other one. You would really want to become double champ with fucking, okay, sure, whatever makes you happy. Making faces. Matter of fact, let me not.
Wants to be double champ?
Fucking Melon. What about the other guy? You fucking, oh my God. Yeah, he's doing great work with Dragana, and he's like,
I want to also highlight something really cool as well too. Jake posted something in the.
Jake is going crazy. I love it.
Yeah, I'm literally just saying things to make him come into the Discord.
He's not gonna take the bait.
He's not gonna take it. He's not gonna take it. Wuss. I love the little the post that he did on the forum about when he was sitting down with the Caesars and having a conversation, and then like the Caesars were like, you know what, like, yeah, we want to help, but like we don't really want to help. Like we're
Draco's like, it be what it be, brother. Baba. Draco really did like it. I don't know, man. It is what it is.
He's trying his hardest to get the Caesars on board. Like Dragana's like, oh yeah, sure, I want to kill him. But Drago's like, oh, you know.
It is what it is.
My time done now, Bubba.
I'm good now, Bubba. No,
yeah,
Bubba want peace, not war. Don't like war.
I just love the like this whole chapter in the story. Like the storytelling has just been really amazing overall. So
like
I wanted to give you the flowers.
Like people want to manifest shit. Keep fucking around. I'll fucking have Drago fight CCW champion. Then when he wins that shit, I'll have Dragana fucking whatever. Then when she continues winning, and then I'll fucking merge CCW and OCW, and just Melon will be here forever. Fuck you. Be happy with that. Oh, fucking fuck you. Survive that. God damn it. Play with me. Play with me, motherfucker. Play with me. Fuck around and find out. Anyway,
Dragana enters the play.
Speaking of Dragana, yeah, it sounds like an amazing talent. Yeah, you won't be part of it. So yeah, okay. Anyway, fucking, oh my God. Anyway, we have the prize. Oh, let me just look at this After Effect real quick. This agonizing bullshit. 6-0 is crazy. Like if this was 2014, it would probably be like 12-0 for Melon, or 2017, the fun timeline. And nobody cares when they lose. Melon's Brock Lesnar. Mel's, but not really so much with Dragana. Drago a lot. We have the hype package and the match. So we will take it to Bash and then Junko, and then we can wrap this motherfucker up and go on with our lives. Making pretty good time. So let's go. Let's finish it up.
The hype package for the main event was very straightforward and simple. Sometimes that approach works well. It's basically, if you didn't know anything about the story, it explained that, Harper was a mentee of Dragana, and that over time, things soured for her, and, she's gone through this dark place, and she feels like she blames Dragana for a lot of that. Which encapsulated her coming out in the match and, all the stuff I pointed out during the match, which, by the way, shout out to Melon. He is the only person who gave notes for commentary for this pay-per-view. Okay? So he's the only one who gave notes for commentary for the pay-per-view. No one else gave notes. So I love you, Bubba. Thank you so much. Because look at him. He's the best. So, there's that. And then the match itself, I mean, Dragana Caesar goes over 10 out of 10 times, brother, 365 days a year. That's just how OCW works. So, like, I completely understood that. I wanted Harper to give it more of a fight, but I understand how much of a beast Melon is, because I played him at night sometimes, and I I'm pretty damn good at the game, and he still gives me the work. So, you know, it's one of those things that, like, I it's going to be tough to unseat Dragana. As Brian said at the end, there are 6 title defenses for the Pride title in the books. What Dragana Caesar has done for the Pride title is amazing, right? I feel like, there was a lot of controversy around the Pride title, the way it was won in the match, Emp versus Ashley, and then you go through the lineage, and like Suplex tried to do her thing, but there were constraints there, and then she rectified it. But like the whole thing, ever since Dragana Caesar has been the Pride champion, it's been all about, getting those feuds and those defenses, and it's given a lot of people opportunities. Harper LaRoe, Christine, Beatrix, Lotus Flojo, so many different names that have benefited from this. Now, I don't know what Harper LaRoe is going to do from here on. You know what I mean? Where is Harper going from here? Is this something where she's going to continue to develop, as a heel and move forward, leaving the Caesar Dojo behind? Is there going to be some type of reconciliation and apology moving forward? I think those are more the questions, because I feel like, in the time that I've been here, this doesn't feel. Normally, Dragana doesn't have people that, like, turn on her necessarily like Harper has. So is she going to let Harper back into her heart? Like, as a viewer, those are my questions at this point, which is good because it leaves me wanting to know what's going to happen next there. Also, where does the Pride Championship go from here? Who would be next on the docket at this point? I mean, she's been through a good part of the women's roster at this point. So these are the questions I have. But overall, I enjoyed, the match despite its brevity, in terms of, like, the competitive side of it. But it was a dominant performance from Dragana Caesar, and she's just going to keep trucking on.
Shout out to fucking, oh god, I forgot the name again. It's not Oscar, the other one. What's it? Melon with a K. Not Kyrie. Oh, god damn it.
Kyrie?
From Tournament Fighters.
Tournament
It's
Fighters?
Karai. Kyrie, whatever.
Karai.
Right.
From Ninja
Teenage
Turtles.
Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. Yeah.
Yes,
I fucking love that.
Shredder's daughter. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Did we skip you, Junko? Or am I bugging? Am I high? I'm not high.
Well, I thought you were gonna say something first.
No. I just wanted to comment on Karai. Go ahead, Junko. Take it away.
Yeah, go. What can I say? One acronym, three letters.
Oh, PTSD.
PTSD.
Yeah, he left out Junko Bash.
Yeah, I just.
PTSD.
I love what I love about the 2 things I want to highlight. What I love about this title reign is I agree with Jim. I view the Pride title almost like the CCW title. And Dragana's kind of elevated that title. Not only has she done that, she's also elevated she's killed everybody, but she's also elevated everybody just due to the storytelling and the programming, which I'm a product of it as well too. But I think that's what's been really and she doesn't even say anything. That's what's been really compelling about this specific character. What happens next? Who knows? I have no idea. I really love the fact that even little tidbits like she's held that title longer than any of Drago's title reigns, and Drago lost the shit in the little promo that they did on the forum. That was really cool as well. I really enjoyed the fact that Harper really told a very relatable story that almost anybody can, or anyone who lives regular life can like attest to, like just being that person who's just like never chosen, the one who's on the bench that never gets any playing time. I think she formulated that really well. I love the little package where you were seeing everybody from like the Caesar Dojo. I think I saw AJM as well too, in terms of like all these people who kind of Dragana focused on, and Harper was kind of just there. She's always been the most loyal, but she was the one who never really necessarily got the attention that the other members got.
Well, she got it now.
So I love. Oh yeah, she got it in spades. But I don't know. I don't know if it's. I didn't necessarily get like a heel turn here. I think it was more just a situation of like babyface heel in terms of like the dichotomy of the match. But I don't necessarily think this is the situation where Harper is turning heel or full fledged heel. I think it's just a situation of her. This is just her putting her foot down and saying, "I'm stepping away from. I'm no longer going to be in your shadow." And that's what I got from it. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens when she does with majority of her. Yeah, the face. I mean, face paint doesn't necessarily mean that you're like a heel, though, Jake. Maybe it's going that way long term. It's just it's a slow burn. Okay, cool. But like, I didn't really necessarily get like a heel. She didn't wrestle like a heel. She didn't do anything heel like. In terms of, to me, it just seemed like, okay, you know what? Like, yeah, I'm no longer going to be that bench player who only gets 10 minutes. I want to be a starter. I want to be a champion. So that's what I got from it overall. So, but yeah, the story was really, really, really compelling. Yeah, this was one of my top 3 matches as well too. Just over.
It was tapping into the cash-in roots, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Fair. You could look at it. You can definitely. You could. This is last week. You could definitely look at it that way. But yeah, overall, this was. It's funny because Dragana's matches have been on my top 3 for like the last 3 or 4. Just overall, the storytelling really good. The match, it is what it is. This woman's a buzzsaw. It is what it is. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Buzzsaw is great.
Yeah, the only thing you have to do, you have to catch her slipping, and hopefully Melon's
Roll
like
up, baby.
Yeah, and you roll him up, or like it's a triple threat, and you pin somebody else. That's the only way you're getting a title off of them. But yeah, again, amazing stuff. I think anyone, if it's a situation, if you care more about storytelling, this is one handler. This is one individual you may want to, if you're a woman handler, you may want to consider that round of going down that path. I mean, don't think about winning, but in terms of telling a story, might be the way to go. Might be the way to go. But overall, I enjoyed it. Definitely top 3.
She came to us with Jamaica to beat both of her asses. Mel was like, I'm just here, Bubba. I don't know what, Bubba. Yeah. So we're wrapping it up. Match of the night for you, Jim.
H2O versus Jinx.
Junkie.
Top 3.
Oh, you gonna do? You gonna do 3? Sure, do 3.
Yeah. Scotty, Omen, Harvey, Jinx, and Dragana Harper.
Jim, your top 3.
My top 3 would be H2O and Jinx first. The second match would be the cage match that opened the show, and then the third match I'd have to go with the main event.
Okay. What would you? I guess if you want to do ratings, we could keep it simple. The star rating, I guess, out of 5, what you rate?
3.5.
Junkie.
Yeah, I give it a 3.5. I kind of agree with Jake in the sense of people wrestling. Yeah, it wasn't like people wrestling in the sense of like trying to take risks and put on a show. That's what I thoroughly enjoyed from match to match as well. As well as too, I also loved. I want to give them their flowers as well too. I love Jim and Brian. Like it's a different, it's a breath of fresh. It's a bit of a different pace than Bossman and Jake, but I want to give them their flowers as well too. I think we have an amazing broadcast team. Stevie as well. I think overall, all 5 individuals bring something different to the table, and it adds like a different dichotomy to the show. So I think they're also like MVPs of the show as well too. Just want to get that out there.
Well said. Well, we finished and we didn't go over the time of the actual pay-per-view, so we're ahead, kind of. So that will do it for myself. That will do it for Jim, and that will do it for the Junkie. Thank you so much. The web show will be up later, I guess, or maybe tomorrow.
See y'all next week when I beat Debbie in front of her family and friends.
The YouTube matches are more or less up, but the web show, to be honest, the web show is there's no text RP, so there's nothing really missing on the web show. Just watch the videos on YouTube, if anything. All right, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you. God bless, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We'll see you next Saturday for Summerside 2025 10, I think, matches. Oh God. All right. Bye. Bye. Fuck.
Bye.